Ebisia for nsam no aye bebre ewo omaga na mu ene mpenifo so se ade achi na chese yante asamfofra na chese enye asampa emma omaga na enu ntini de bia da no ye begina se na mu amunim nsamfofro ene chese de brem na musumanya bi etie no mahu ne ekoso omaga na ni wiase afane na ntimi pese mese wadaje no kame ho anebe yendie nsam bia chese abeso yeponso yeyina yenim se eye kobra Agyapong na chese oka MPP fragra for chese omunne eyi omuti se omopese omugina na chese yeto omoso aba na chese nke 2024 nkono so etumi ebeye okandifo ema MPP party na no enam sana chese papai entumi anko enkodu na papai etumi esan nechi na papai esan nechi chese omokoto abani wie ye na chese yen na ye vice president Dr. Bawumia na chese wetumi abeye ebeye okandifo ama MPP party no eno enam sa ena chese omoto abani wie na chese ye kobran Agyapong ya akre ya so asan so ababonten sem eye 2024 election na chese ebe koso no no de nko sese eye omamu ni na chese MPP party ni na betumi akom ho abom na chese omwetumi aye campaign ama eye na ye vice president na chese 2024 wetumi aye de ebreki the 8 no na enumu ena chese okopiem eye okopiem ewo eye po adom oche akache na okopiem ho mo no nkomotwetwe bi chese akoso ewo ho ma enye asamketo intime pese mesa wadaje de bia da meka cho se aha eye enkasa TV se enene face de weni ebo enkasa TV so and once services kawa me na wa share to other platform now wa ma comment here comment section na say more if you say we be notification bell so na chese nsem bia de bebro no chese wenye bi etie na we huni akoso omaga na ni wiase afane na nsem bebre eka ho me da wan say
4 who was better in your reckoning?
I think, Paul, what is important is for we, the MPP, to change the narrative and present a new era, a new vision. The things that we are going to do that will be different, that will bring comfort to Ghana. I don't want us to reside in the past. We can be very pedestrian and say, I built 10 houses, you built 3 roads, so and so. Yes, this government has done remarkably well with infrastructure. But I think the transformation that we need in our country is not just a physical infrastructure.
It's beyond what has
happened. Beyond that.
You think Dr. Bawumia carries
it's a mindset. He's got a fantastic opportunity. When you talk to him, you know, I think he's got the capacity to be able to do that. And by working and building a strong coalition around the country, you know, people feel shut out from even common discussions. It's important that as a government, we open up when people want to express their views, because, you know, we've got to call on our best talents in the country. Let's listen to everyone, let's share the problems across, and let's move together. And I do believe in this country, once people know you respect their opinions and you can work together as one, you are getting there. It's important for us to increase the confidence that people have in ourselves to deliver. And I do believe Ghanaians have excelled out there because individually we have been very competent. But collectively, I think we've fallen short. You know, so this is what I think as Ghanaians and as people, as politicians, we should be looking at. So it is not just trying to show yourself as better than the other, but I think there is no doubt in my mind that he has an opportunity to chart a new course to bring the country together first by healing the party.
Do you think he's better placed than John Mahama to be president of Ghana for the next 4 years?
Of course, John Mahama has had opportunity to be president already. And, you know, he's had opportunity to do what he's saying, he's promising to do right now.
And he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. So how can we guarantee that he will do what he's saying? Dr. Bawumia hasn't had the opportunity to be president. Okay?
Yes.
He's been vice president.
He has been. And John Mahama has been vice president too.
And so he knows the difference between being president and vice president. And that's why I always say we should give Dr. Bawumia that benefit of the doubt. I think that he has shown in the way he relates to people, he relates to the country, character matters. He's got a calming influence on this country. And I do believe he's got the knowledge, the training and the background and the people around to be able to help us reach the goals that we desire. And we have to take some very drastic measures as a country. And how best to do it? By looking at our priorities as a country and being able to identify those key priorities, because you can't do everything.
You've been speaking for 15 minutes now, and you've got the vote of Franklin Kujo. He says, Bawumia has the right candidate. Agyapong was the best candidate with workable ideas during the MPP primaries. Bawumia has a candidate as VIP.
Oh, please, I don't.
That's Franklin Kujo.
I don't think
I don't know what other people are going to say, but the text messages are coming in.
I think it's important that we don't...
Somebody says we should check our Facebook sound. One of our viewers in London said we should check our Facebook sound. So please, Agyapong's interview has a lot of interest. He's the best to convince many despondent followers of MPP. He might do well with others too. Okay, so Franklin Kujo says you will be a running mate. Okay.
No, I think...
You don't want to be running mate?
I haven't said that. I think it's important that we don't create another circus, because I've seen quite a lot of it happening.
Or you don't want to be part of Napo, Educhum, Chief of Staff?
We don't need that, because, Paul...
But you are from Ashanti.
No, why should we even talk about that?
Which one?
You say I'm from Ashanti.
The party said they are choosing
I
from
think
Ashanti.
it is important that we recognize Ghana as a unified state. I don't think about where you come from.
We're thinking about
I'm a very detribalized Ghanaian. And I think it's important. These are the things that we should emphasize and promote.
Detribalized Ghanaian means what? You are Ashanti.
It doesn't matter
Like
where you
Ashanti
come
for
from.
Toko?
Look, I was born in Kumasi. I've said it before. I schooled in Kumasi, went to school in Cape Coast, into Bitumka, Kotukraba, Fancy Kakra. You know, so I'm a Fanti.
Yeah.
Spent
That's
7
very
years.
close to Ashanti.
Then I've been in Accra most of my life. So, you know, so I think it's important that we don't organize politics around tribe, religion, and that kind of stuff. It is not very healthy. I don't think Dr. Bawumia won this because of where he comes from.
No.
I think he's been able to use the platform that was offered him, that vice presidential position, to very good effect. Building alliances, talking to people, and endearing himself to people. That's what we should be looking at as a country. I think the media is making too much of a meal of who becomes vice president.
Well, we need that. We need news.
Of course, you want to sell your news, you want to be sensational.
Yes.
But
I can do a headline. Agyapong speaks well. Good evening, Ghana tonight. Vice President. I have a photograph.
I think you shouldn't do that. It's not necessary. Because if you look at the history of the selection of vice presidents, there's never been an obvious choice. From a Dubois Henning.
We don't remember a Dubois Henning. Those of us who are even me, I'm nearly 50. Even me, nearly 50. I don't remember. So the rest of the people, who became his running mate in the
Roland Al-Hassan. Lawyer Roland Al-Hassan.
Roland Al-Hassan.
From Tamale, yes.
Is a member of the MPP?
Of course. A very senior member of the MPP.
Really?
Not the MPP, the predecessor parties, you know. So
the Buzia people. Please see what I can find photograph of Roland Al-Hassan, lawyer Al-Hassan from Tamale.
Roland Al-Hassan.
Was he a lawyer?
I think, he was a lawyer. You know, so I think
who was the next running mate then in Kufuor's? Oh, that's Aka.
No.